Here we are, Darkness Radio at the Minnesota State Fair, and we are talking to
Todd Amundsen.
Todd? All right, Todd. Now, you said you've got a really good ghost story for me.
Yes.
All right, share it with us. What do you got, brother?
Well, as it happens, I was having a friend over for a sleepover. This is many years ago. And we were in the living room.
I was going to say, you look a little old to have a sleepover.
Yeah, this was many years ago, but we were laying down in the living room, and there's a stairway that goes up to the second floor in the house there. And this is an older house. It was built in 1906. And we are not the first people to live there, but when we were there in the middle of the night, at one point we looked over and at the bottom of the stairs there's a landing, and there's a window that looks right out onto the road in front of there at that point. And there was a figure of a woman standing there, and she was basically black and white, but had a full skirt that went out, and she had in her hands, in front of her, a handkerchief that she was kind of fumbling around with in her hands. And she was standing there looking out the window, and I said to my friend, "Did you see that over there?" And he said, "Yeah, I did." So that isn't the end of the story, though, but we went to sleep and woke up the next morning telling the story to some of the neighbors who'd been there in the neighborhood a long time. We actually found out who this person was. It was the lady that was the former resident there. She had spent many hours of her day standing at that window looking out at the traffic going by, and she was a very nervous person and would always fumble with a handkerchief or something in her hands when she stood there. And she had a habit of always wearing those skirts that did blouse out or flow out with like something underneath. That was what she habitually wore. So this is something that the neighbors had confirmed. In fact, not only the neighbors, but one of the neighbors down the road was actually the daughter of this woman. And she had confirmed that, yes, that in fact was her mother. So we were able to identify who it was that was there. And she had many times that we had weird experiences in the house. And there'd be times when you're alone in the house and you'd hear footsteps on the second floor where somebody's walking on the floorboards that are squeaking and uneven. And it's something that happened quite frequently. So growing up, I always had that kind of experience.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your story.
Well, you're very welcome.
Enjoy the rest of the fair.
I will. Thank you.
Bye-bye.